Crispin Freeman!
Woo!
I can't believe it.
I can't believe I forgot.
I can't believe that Crispin Freeman, notorious man for the voice of Hideki
And Shizuo.
In Chobits and Durarara.
And Regal.
And Regal in Tales of Symphonia. And Winston in Overwatch happens to have 3 lines of dialogue.
Like 5.
In Howl's Moving Castle by Studio Ghibli and Hayao Miyazaki.
Made in 2004.
2004, based on some British novel.
Yeah.
I wonder if the novel's good.
I've heard it's good.
Maybe. I mean, there were a couple things where, like, you can tell this is based on some sort of source material, because some things never get explained, like the war.
It's fine.
Hey there, everybody.
Hello.
Who are you?
I'm Kitty.
And I'm Max, and we
we're
are...
Dango
We're late!
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Listen.
We're giving you here our Patreon monthly video. Every month, the Patreons pick a topic.
And we do it.
Except this week, this time we're like a bunch of weeks late because I was sick, Kitty was sick, we went to a convention, and Kitty is transitioning between jobs.
Yeah, so we finally had time to watch
And I'm trans, so...
I get it. It's fun.
Get it, it's fun. It's the wordplay with the
I
thing.
forgot to take some hit
And the thing.
Before...
Which ones? The just regular?
Yeah.
See, everyone is like, take the blue or the red pill. Kitty's pills have blue and red in them.
That means I forget and remember everything at once.
Talking about trans friends, freaking Mars on Twitter was having a bad day. So they're like, hey, can you all just add me, calling me Mars? And I'm like, yo, Mars, have you played the new Brandor event?
That's fair.
Let's just talk about the Brandor event. And I'm like, here you go, Mars. This is what you get.
This is what you...
It's really gay. Fucking Karu's marrying Saya. And what's the name of Akko's sister?
Tomoe.
And Tomoe is like, no, you don't. No, you ain't. I'm gonna marry Saya.
Which is fair.
And then Karu is like, whoa, I thought all the girls wanted a piece of my...
Fleeting.
Fleeting. Bushido if you're gay.
Bushido. Anyway.
Remember that one asshole?
Oh yeah.
It's like there was one asshole.
If gay, fuck off.
If gay, fuck off. And then
so we spammed the gayest emote we could find.
The one from the ship event with Haru stealing Kanon.
Yeah. And then they dropped.
Everyone in the room spammed it until that person left the room.
It was good.
It was so perfect.
It was pure. Except for that guy.
Oh, wait. What was the other best Brandor username?
Rando if you're gay.
No. It's random if you're bi.
If you're bi.
And then that was the first time
the entire
everybody
room,
insta-locked random.
The entire room was like random.
That's so... Man, God bless Brandor.
And then we friended them and they friended us back. It was a beautiful day.
That was a beautiful day. Yeah, and like I remember we gained a bunch of friends that day.
Yeah.
Potato.
And Vape Lord, I think.
Yeah, Vape Lord.
Yeah. Listen, Bandori is a beautiful game.
Bandor is a great game.
I don't want to say it has better interactions than Love Live, but totally has better interactions.
It's okay. Love Live is dead. It's fine.
No, don't you dare. The game, maybe. Not my Love Live.
That's fair. It's
not
fine.
My girls.
It's fine.
You know what?
If I don't make those volatile statements, who's gonna get people to thumb down the video?
I'm sorry.
Unwillingly actually giving us engagement points.
Don't tell them that. It's already far enough in the video. They haven't seen.
It's fine.
I know we'll talk about this movie.
By the way, this is a podcast. I don't know if you noticed this.
I think you noticed.
Go walk your cat. Wash the dishes. You know, wash your dog.
We'll get to the movie. I promise.
Play Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
Play Cultist Simulator. That game's not relaxing like Stardew Valley, but you'll lose hours of your time. Go.
The fuck was I gonna say?
It was about fucking Brandori's good.
Love Live.
Volatile statements.
So this year, instead of celebrating America's 4th of July, Aqua is performing their concert on the 4th of July, so we can celebrate Aqua's first official U.S. live, because they had a mini live last year.
God, that's actually really good.
It's the best. We have a new holiday to celebrate.
I mean, it's
Aqua Beyond the Pacific, blessed.
Yeah, I mean, truth be told, freedom is dead in America, so
we must go honestly, to Idols to help save us. This is just AKB0048.
This is actually only you should watch AKB0048. It's actually I think
we should do a rewatch and then
we should do a rewatch of that.
Do a review reaction thing and then get more people to watch it.
Because like that's like okay. Listen, I like Love Live. This is the worst start to a podcast. I like Love Live, and I enjoy the idol shows we have watched, but I haven't loved any of them. Like, I loved AKB0048 because it takes being an idol and it creates a whole setting around it.
Yeah.
Where it means something, and it has better world building, and I'll say it right now, it has better world building than most video games. I think I remember tossing out FF7 as like, FF7 builds this dystopian setting, but never actually talks about why it's dystopian, how it came to be, how it happened, and the implications of that, and AKB0048 nails it. Exactly. And of course, foreshadowing. Yeah. Jesus. Like...
In my idolus?
Yeah. Yeah, Jesus. Man.
God, guess.
Talking about good storytelling,
I love Howl's Moving Castle.
No, I like it, but I do understand.
You get my point that I brought up at the beginning, where people are like, some things kind of just don't make sense.
Oh, people that's the dumb. You were talking about a complaint about how people are like, oh, but how does it work? And I'm like, you're gonna nitpick Howl like walking in the sky.
Well, I think
when 2.5 seconds they had goo people coming out of the walls.
I think more of the complaint is like, how did Howl do this magical thing that like kind of makes no sense in the world? Like, he's got multiple houses and stuff like that.
It's magic.
I know, but I'm just
magic.
I'll talk about the main one that
the country is hiring wizards for the war. I honestly feel
because they have to get their degree through the king.
Through the
school from the king.
Like, I think when you introduce magic and magic is not used, okay. Because the thing is this here, okay? Magic, just like time travel, just like Deus Ex Machina, just like a bunch of easy ways to solve plot problems, they are problematic when you use them to solve plot problems. When they just exist there and they're part of the background, it's fine because like Howl's magic was never used to solve the problem of the story.
Fair.
No, like he didn't like get up, wave his wand, and went, "Yep, there you go, problem solved."
You're no longer an old lady.
It actually took. Yeah, he doesn't just fix the curse for freaking what's her name?
Sophie.
He doesn't just fix Sophie's curse.
It's true.
And that's why, to me, oh my god, here we go again. That's why for me, like that kind of complaint of like, oh, but Howl has magic. It's not a problem because he never uses it for anything that's useful for the plot or anything that would. Solve the problem. Like, he doesn't just go, oh, well, I'm gonna just
stop the war with my magic somehow.
Yeah, like, he doesn't do that, and which actually explains that in spite of having these amazing powers, it's still not enough to just fix the problem of the world.
Fair.
Also, like, there were clearly some limitations. Like, he can't just open a portal to anywhere and fix all those problems. Oh my god. Kitty! You're holding a thought.
No,
okay.
I'm just massaging my head.
So, as we said, the patrons, we gave him a choice of 3 Ghibli movies, and it was time for Max to experience some more Ghibli.
Yep.
And last time we watched Princess Mononoke.
Which is probably objectively the best Studio Ghibli movie, but not my favorite.
It was a little unfair, because I really liked that. That was an original story, wasn't it?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, and that was just fantastic. Howl's Moving Castle, and I'll just drop it in right now. We watched the Blu-ray version and it was fucking gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Was.
I looked it up and I was like, this came out in 2004?
Kitty, that was 14 years ago.
That's insane. It looks so beautiful.
Charles was a baby when this came out. Charles was a tiny little gay baby.
It was like a small toddler.
Yep. An extraordinarily small toddler because, Charles is small. Mm-hmm. The Blu-ray version of this
is beautiful.
Okay, listen. I loved watching, Princess Mononoke. That is a 90s movie.
Yeah.
Like, the Blu-ray restoration didn't do much. But here, we have, like, 60 frames per second, like, animation
of
happening
all the parts of the castle that move simultaneously but differently.
And one of the things that I really enjoyed about watching Howl's Moving Castle is how, when, like, you experience media and then you go, oh, that's the thing that inspired it. The entirety of Machinarium was inspired by the way the castle moves. I know that now. Like the way Machinarium works and the way the thing looks, it's that. Someone looked at that and go, I want to make a whole game about that look.
Fair.
Like, we should play Machinarium just so you go, oh my god, this is, like, someone watched Howl's Moving Castle and went, I want to make a whole game about this.
Fair, honestly.
Just the castle itself.
Mm-hmm. So out of the 4 Ghibli movies you've seen, let's start off with this. Where does Howl rank?
I was actually heading there. Princess Mononoke is just like, it's It hits all the emotional notes. It's a solid story with no plot holes. I never have to do mental gymnastics to be like, oh, that's what they meant. They just never had a chance to say it.
It's also beautifully
it's beautifully
drawn,
rendered,
written.
Keith Davis as the narrator is fantastic, and you can tell that there was a lot of love put in there, especially because you bring here master of the craft Neil Gaiman
to do your script,
to adapt the script, and that's how you know there's a lot of love in there. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of good things in the dialogue itself, and the handling of the characters, the female characters, it was just fantastic. Mm-hmm. I do understand because I know your scale,
mm-hmm.
and I understand why House Moving Castle is not top 5
for me.
Or top three.
It's not top. Well, it might be third.
You're right. I mean, because clearly, Tales of Earthsea.
Okay, listen. Kiki and Whisper the Harder 1 and 2. Other way around, but But what about... Okay, so you've also seen Ponyo and Spirited Away.
I've seen Ponyo and Spirited Away. And I actually really enjoyed Ponyo. For being, magical realism. For this world, this makes sense.
Fair.
I think part of it's been tarnished, mostly because of Liam Neeson. You know that feeling when you think someone's good, and then you're like, oh no, please don't open your mouth, Liam Neeson. Oh no! Yeah. Oh no, Liam Neeson, don't say those awfully insensitive things. Oh no! Oh no! I love the sea goddess. That is just fantastic.
She's awesome.
Ponyo's adorable. I love that it's between two little ass kids. Unfortunately, I think upon rewatching it, I'm gonna be less sweet about it, considering that it's just heteronormative. It's two kids. You're in love in spite of the fact that you're 5 years old.
Yep, and you're a fish.
Or maybe it's different. Maybe I'm remembering it differently.
Probably.
The animation was pretty though. I also watched Spirited Away, which
like everyone in their everyone and their mom that grew up when Spirited Away came out.
It's shocking how everyone has seen Spirited Away and nothing else. Yeah, but nobody I know shares the same experience with the rest of the Ghibli movies.
Yeah.
Because nobody goes, oh yeah, everybody's seen Princess Mononoke. Everybody has seen Spirited Away.
Yeah.
And I've seen that movie 3 times.
Didn't it win an Academy Award?
I think it might have.
Yeah.
We're not gonna look up anything because we're Dango Duo and we don't.
And we only have the page for Howl's Moving Castle up.
Yeah, we're not opening a new tab.
No.
There's no way. This system we have for making videos and podcasts does not allow for multiple tabs. That's silly.
Yeah, exactly. It's fine.
As I was saying, Spirited Away. It is a visually appealing movie, but it has very little substance. That
you remember at least.
Well, I've seen it multiple times, and I watched it through different stages of me growing up.
Yeah.
And only.
I just mean it's been a little while.
Yeah, I mean listen, I have the same complaint that I always have. That the conclusion of that story comes out of nowhere.
Fair.
And I'm wondering if upon rewatching it, I'm gonna be like, oh, there was foreshadowing, but I remember very vividly that our main character girl has to literally look at the screen and go, oh, you are that river spirit that helped me once upon a time when I was little, in a scene that was not shown to the viewers.
Yes, it was. A very small part of that scene was shown to the viewers.
Okay. I don't remember any of it.
I remember. It's very small.
And it's the sort of thing where I'm like, oh my god.
There was a tiny bit of foreshadowing, but it wasn't very clear.
No, Miyazaki, no. Miyazaki-san, no. Not allowed. This is not enough foreshadowing.
It's fine.
It just felt very oh yes, this is the way we solved the problem that we introduced in the last 20 minutes of the movie.
Okay, we do have to rewatch it, because it was not introduced within the last 20 minutes of the movie.
Okay,
it was introduced
30 minutes.
No, the whole, your name meaning something magical is introduced way early on, and then having defined this character's name.
You know what? I am being volatile and facetious.
You are today.
You're correct. I have to! We gotta get those thumbs down. Engagement points. I'm kidding.
Why don't we just get the thumbs up then?
No, that would involve being good. We're not that. We're Dango Duo. We promise nothing and deliver less. No, I'm being facetious. Listen, I like Spirited Away visually, and there's certain thematic elements of it that I really enjoy. Yanto's I heard you talking shit about Spirited Away. He's heard us talking, and he's like, I am here.
I want in. Come here. Do you want to come on my lap?
Oh, I'm pulling him. Let's go,
Hello.
Yanto. Join us, Yanto.
Hi.
Yanto, what's your favorite Ghibli movie?
Is it The Cat Returns?
And he's like, no, I fucking hate that cat.
But he's voiced by Carrie Elways. How can you hate him?
Who's Carrie Elways?
The main guy from Princess Bride.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's the cat.
Shit.
He's the Baron. That's his name.
Oh, shit, I didn't know that.
Oh my god, Yanto, you're shedding so much.
He's shedding.
It's
Are you
summer.
shitting me?
Are you shedding? No, do not go.
That's some bullshit right there.
That's some bullshit. Hi, my baby. He's purring. He's so happy.
He's happy.
He's happy it's recording day.
Yeah, it's recording day. He's like, oh shit, yeah, I get to be the center of attention.
I get to listen to these people talk.
So my experience with the Ghibli movies have been Princess Mononoke, which I fucking adored. Yanto, he's eating the ribbon of one of our notebooks.
No.
Spirited Away, which I find, visually appealing, but honestly,
we have to
rewatch it. It's true. Ponyo, which I liked, but I think upon rewatching, I'm not gonna like anymore.
I think once I show you like my favorite Ghibli movies, we'll go back to Ponyo and you'll be like, oh yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you'll be like, oh shit, Whisper of the Heart is not good. There's no way that's gonna happen, huh?
No.
Has that been re-released in Blu-ray?
I believe it has. I have the DVD.
You have it on VHS?
I don't even, because I do have somewhere. I think it's probably gone now. I had the VHS of Princess Mononoke.
Oh my god, Kitty, I'm so bad. Because I was playing with some of the people on Discord. The Jackbox Party Pack 3, the one that has Guespionage, where you guess percentages.
Oh yeah.
And one of the questions was what percentage of people have working VHSs or VCRs in their house, and freaking we were arguing about what the percentage should be, and I think it was Kate who had to guess, and they guessed really low, and I'm like, I don't know, Kitty and I do have a working VCR in the house, in spite of not having. Okay, we have 3 VHS.
We have the Sailor Moon movies on VHS, and that's about it.
And also, we were just joking that your dad has a closet full of blank CDs that he bought. In case he needed them for something.
Well, when we had a disc drive that could burn CDs,
but
we would
now
burn CDs. But
none of us have computers that have CD drives in them.
We cannot burn any CDs
or things that play CDs.
We barely.
It's only the PS4. Only the PS4 can play CDs. And the
Blu-ray player. And we can't even find the remote for the Blu-ray player.
We can't even find the. So
listen. Technology. Oh, Jesus Christ, we're so bad at this.
What?
Talking about the thing that we're actually watching.
Listen. I assume that, listen, Charles is drawing, Amelia is making models for video games.
Fair.
I assume Erasos is probably playing his Nuzlocke, and, things are developing henceforth. People are just chilling, they're enjoying life,
That's fair.
They're playing Stardew Valley, they are, walking their cat, washing their dog,
petting their
taking the dishes out for a walk. Drawing, enjoying life, meditating.
You're so sweet.
Playing Fortnite
on the Switch.
On the Switch. Don't play it on the PS4
because apparently that locks your account to PS4, which is some bullshit there.
I'm happy that you heard about that. Thanks to Jim. Yeah. We call him by his first name because
we've totally met him.
That would be a weird crossover.
It would be.
Triple A. Don't play. If you want to play Fortnite on a different console, don't play it on the PS4 because then you'll be locked up.
Then you can't transfer. You can't use the same account in other games.
Are we gonna play Fortnite on the Switch?
I'm gonna download it and give it a shot.
I mean, it's a free game.
It's free, so
that's a good asking price.
Yeah.
Take that, PUBG.
I'm also interested in some of the indies that are coming out, like Hollow Knight and shit.
Yeah. I mean, but what's the point when Stardew Valley is the best game that's ever come out on the Switch? It's true. Get wrecked, Breath of the Wild. Yeah, that's right. Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild does not have farming in it, or getting married. You can buy a house, but who cares about that?
For a second, I was like, doesn't it have farming? But no, it does not. There are farms.
We looked it up.
There
you can't
are farms.
Farm. So who actually... And it actually seems like an oversight in the game. Oh, we're never going to talk about House of Castle. Hi there. We're 20 minutes in. How you doing?
I'm sorry. I really do love this movie.
Okay. Spoilers. I liked it.
Good.
I liked it.
I love this movie.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
And we'll talk about the reasons why. Get to talking about the movie.
Yep. What did we get into? Stardew Valley.
He's so cute. He's grooming me.
I think Breath of the Wild not having farming is an oversight because you need crops for making items and recipes. So the idea that you can't just plop a carrot in the ground and then get 5 carrots back.
Fair.
Because I mean I guess they don't want you grounded to one particular place, and I guess that makes sense. But at the same time, why even give you a house?
Your horse is bound to one place?
Yeah, you have to take your horse from... I don't know, it seems dumb.
Okay.
It seems dumb. I don't like it. Because, you can't just whistle and your horse doesn't teleport.
No.
Does your bike teleport if you get the motorbike?
I have no idea.
Do you think the motorbike's gonna show up in Smash?
That'd be cool.
Oh, by the way, you should watch our reaction to the Nintendo E3 conference.
Look at this bun.
Yento was in it too.
He was.
Oh, he's so happy. He's like, I fucking love it when progenitors freaking just don't talk about the subject of the video.
I gotta hold his butt, otherwise he's gonna fall off.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We have gotten all the bullshit out of our heads.
I hope
That's
so.
not true.
It's probably not true.
What do I think about House Moving Castle in comparison to the other Ghibli movies that I've seen?
Should we actually, like, tell the summary of the story for people who haven't seen it?
Okay. You're correct. But let me just first finish the point that I started like 20 minutes ago.
Fair.
Where does it stand? I think that I enjoyed House Moving Castle inherently more than the movies that I haven't seen in a long time. Mm-hmm. So I think for me it's Princess Mononoke and then House Moving Castle.
Fair.
Just I think it would take something really powerful and visually appealing and well written, more so than Princess Mononoke, to dethrone Princess Mononoke from the number one spot.
Which probably will not happen. Spoilers.
But
you never know.
You don't think Princess of the Heart, Jesus, Whispers of the Heart's gonna...
It's a much smaller story.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like if anything, I felt that, Princess Mononoke was kind of going a lot of directions.
That's fair.
And you know me, I love character. Character is the most important thing in storytelling. So if Whispers of the Heart isn't it about a writer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, here we go.
It's a young writer, which
get wrecked, fucking nerd.
It's too hard home.
Doesn't that happen in Princess Tutu as well? Like, doesn't... Yeah,
there is a young writer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not Drosselmeyer.
Drosselmeyer.
That's German, isn't it?
Too. Yeah, it's set in Germany. It's set in the fantasy Germany.
Yeah. I mean, there are cat people in Germany. It's true.
Yeah, fantasy Germany.
Oof. There's a story there. Anyhow.
Babe, we need to watch Princess Tutu. My crops are dying. I need Princess Tutu in my life.
Kitty, you know the rules. We watch one series from you, and we watch one series from me. I haven't gotten to show you something.
Okay, then show me something.
Mac, do it now.
So we can watch Princess Tutu.
I know, I feel bad, because I want to show you Lucky Star, but I feel like you're not going to like it, because it's stupid. It's just 4 stupidness.
I mean, I like Ozmonk Dio.
Yeah. I've never seen that. Is it good?
It's funny.
We're never going to talk about House Moving Castle.
No, we will.
Fun fact!
Oh, look at this bun!
This is not the House Moving Castle podcast. This is not it.
This is the Dango Duo update.
This is the Dango Duo. We haven't recorded anything like this in forever. Kitty's taking pictures of her cat. I could just take out my phone and play some Pokemon Go.
Don't you dare.
Okay, so you can transfer. You can transfer Pokemon.
Oh my God, babe!
No, we're doing this. This is for the better. Because if we go into a recording session of BLR
with all this bullshit,
we're not gonna get anything done.
Yeah, but this video is gonna be so long as is.
Yeah, but that's fine. Kitty, Amelia's having a great time. Amelia is having so much fun listening to us be the stupidest people in the world.
That's
okay? People who listened to my new podcast and are like, "Oh man, Max is so insightful. I want to know what their other content's like." And I'm just sitting here like, "Do you think you can put the Pokeball back in the Pokemon Go?" Because if you can send Pokemon from Let's Go Pokemon Pikachu, Eevee, and Slowpoke, you can send them to the phone. Can you send them back?
No, you can't send them to the phone. The phone sends them to Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu.
No!
Yeah.
Kitty, the trailer showed...
No, you go into the Poke Park with the Pokemon that you have from Pokemon Go.
What if it's just if it's like Gen 2, Gen 3 and Pokes?
I'm not sure, but I know you send from the phone.
You're saying game. I can send my freaking max level...
Max CP.
What's my strongest Poke?
Listen, I had to restart the game because I could not remember my login.
Why didn't you just do I forgot my password?
I couldn't even remember which email it was attached to.
Yeah, why didn't you try a couple of email addresses?
I tried and then it immediately started me a new game.
You can log out and restore your old save.
What if I don't remember this one?
You know what? You're happy, and that's all that matters to me.
I'm playing Pokemon.
That's all that matters. Hi there, welcome back to the Dango Duo's bullshit podcast, featuring the House Moving Castle. Please stay tuned for part 2, where we will actually give your thoughts on House Moving Castle. House Moving Castle is a 2004 movie by Studio Ghibli. The story is centered around not House Moving Castle, but rather Sophie. A young woman who makes hats.
Yep, a hatter.
Remind me to tell you what Mad as a Hatter means, and why the
know.
Mad Hatter. But the viewers might want to know what it means.
Okay. I'm just saying, I know.
Okay, if you know what does it mean? Tell me.
It's because it was like the brim had like I can't remember the exact drug. It was basically like cocaine in the brim, so everybody got fucking mad from making hats.
Close, but not so much. The term "mad as a Hatter" comes from the result of the process of processing like fur and that other thing that you put on hats. Processing it required mercury.
Mercury, there we go.
And mercury poisoning leads to dementia
crazy.
And a bunch of other things. So it became the saying of like, since they process so much fur with mercury, you would go mad as a Hatter. Hence the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland, which is kind of funny when you think about it.
Just more drug references.
Kids don't do mercury.
Yeah.
That's bad. They'll kill you.
It will actually.
It will actually kill you. That's funny. That just like touching mercury just destroy. Like, you know, I'm trying to think of a video game reference of like you touch this, you die.
I don't know.
Just, do you think the mushrooms in Pokemon Take Two? Do you think the mushrooms in like Mario are just made of mercury? Just like he touches them, he dies.
I don't know.
Imagine having that power. Just you touch me, you die.
That sounds awful.
What if you touch yourself?
There's a canceled series about that.
Like an anime, like a show, like a TV, like an American TV.
Yeah, back in the day.
So instead of One Punch Man, it's One Touch Man.
It's called Pushing Up Daisies.
I thought
it's about when the guy touches somebody, he kills them. Or no, first he brings them back to life, and if he touches them again, he kills them. I forget.
Oh yeah, that was that show.
Yeah.
No, what was the one? Oh, what was the one? What was the one about people? Never mind. Okay.
We're the worst. It's fine.
Hi there. So Sophie's our main character. She makes hats, and there's of course the titular Howl and his moving castle.
Yep, it walks.
See, for the longest time, I thought Howl's Moving Castle and Castle in the Sky were the same movie.
But no,
because it's a castle that moves, and it's close to the sky. Turns out they're two completely different movies. Much to my shock.
Very different.
So Howl's Moving Castle, in case you're wondering, moves on like 4 little chicken feet.
Yep.
And it's a mess of a castle. It's not glamorous at all. It hardly even looks like a castle.
Yeah.
And our story takes place in some sort of fictional world.
Some sort of fantasy.
Fictional Eastern Europe, Western Europe. I don't know.
Some kind of European magical
land
European.
Where there's wizards and magic and witches and curses.
Yep.
And in the background, a war is stirring that will throw everything into chaos and call in wizards from all over the world, including Howl. But really, the story is about Sophie, who at the beginning of the story gets cursed with being old.
Becoming an old lady.
Oh, well, it's gonna be me. Oh, this and that, but you have...
Just my bones.
I love
Just
you.
my insides.
I love you. I can make that joke because I love you.
That's fair. Just my insides are cursed. It's okay.
That's not true. Not all. No.
My brain.
You have a young...
And my thyroid.
Not your brain.
You have my connecty bits in my brain.
Is it actually? Oh, that's weird.
That's what depression is. The connecty bits in my brain don't work.
Really? Is that how it works?
Yeah, I can't...
My connected bits have that too?
Serotonin just don't go. It just don't go.
Oh, shit.
It's like, you don't need this.
No, but Kitty, depression's easy. Just stop thinking about the bad stuff. You can't say Kitty, but she's twisting her head like she's the Exorcist, and she's gonna...
Murder you.
Yeah. That's stupid. Never say that to anyone with depression. You're not clever. You're not funny. You're not smart. You're wrong.
True.
Yenta just got up and is like, yep.
That's true. Back to bed.
But you have, Kitty, but your heart is forever young.
It's mostly
I wanna be forever young.
It's okay-ish now. It wasn't okay when I was younger.
Kitty, please, I can't handle this. Don't talk up like that. Jesus.
Ow, Yento.
Yeah, Yento's stabbing you in the legs. Like, don't you fucking...
It's okay,
dare, Mom.
baby. It's okay.
Don't you dare, Mom.
My heart is mostly better now.
Jesus Christ, don't say shit like...
Ow.
I'm gonna edit this out of the video because it fucking... Anyhow, Sophie gets cursed with being old. She literally turns into an old lady, which might be both a super Japanese curse to get and also incredibly terrifying.
Yeah.
Because she sounds different. She's like all like.
She looks different.
Yeah, all hunched and like your
bones crack every time she moves at the beginning.
That's terrifying. The idea that that's a fucked up curse. That's a fucked up curse to get.
And it's like, it's not as bad as like killing you, because it's like, by the way, I'm gonna like age you up super hard so that you'll die pretty soon.
Yeah.
But not immediately.
That's fucked up. So Sophie, it's kind of like, I can't be here.
Yeah, she can't stay in her house because her mom, would obviously notice that she's aged like 30, 50 years.
So she leaves. She
leaves to try to find a way to fix her curse.
Yeah. We didn't clarify this, but she met Howl earlier in the first 10 minutes of the movie. It's not that big of a deal. It's just an introductory piece. Also, we should clarify, we watched the dub.
We did watch the English dub, obviously.
The English dub.
Crispin Freeman.
Well, we didn't know Crispin Freeman was in this movie for 1.5 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know who voices our main girl.
She has two, because
it's young and old.
Young and old.
Fucking where do they
Characters? Go? Scroll up a little. Voice cast.
There you go. Sophie Young is Emily Mortimer. Mm-hmm. I don't know who that is. Oh, Wikipedia does this now.
Oh, damn.
Emily Kathleen Ann Mortimer is an English actress and screenwriter. She began acting in stage productions. Blah 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 blah. She won an Independent Spirit Award for her performance in Lovely and Amazing. She's also known for playing roles in
Match.
I like this feature, Wikipedia. Whatever. And the old version of her is Jean Marilyn Simmons.
Oh, she died.
Oh, she's dead?
It says was.
Oops.
Oh my gosh.
What?
During and after the Second World War.
Oh shit.
She's
wow.
Dang.
Yeah, and then this picture of her is old and black and white, so that's how you know she's been doing stuff. It was a good performance. It was
good.
Also,
the nice thing about getting old is you never have to worry about. I forget what she says.
Never have to worry about catching up to the Twitter.
Yep.
Also, okay, right now, before I say anything, dear viewers who have not seen this movie in English, I want you to guess, who do you think voices Howl? Howl, this beautiful young blonde man who's a wizard, and he's beautiful and strong.
It's all about charming the ladies and stealing their hearts.
Yep, quite literally stealing hearts. Who do you think they decided to voice him? And who actually kind of does a good job?
Through and did pretty damn good.
Did you guess at the count of 3, 2, 1? Christian Bale.
Bimmy.
Where's Marty?
Where's
Sophie?
That's fair. Where's Gulsifer? It's pretty good. Yeah.
Sophie, you have to go in there as myself. As my mom. I hate. What's the point in living if you can't be beautiful? Christian Bale. That killed my voice. Christian Bale as Howl was a little weird, but then
suddenly, like, you hear it and you're like, that works. What?
I want you to excuse the expression I'm about to use. It's going to be quite vulgar. At the beginning, when Christian Bale is voicing Howl, and Howl is talking,
he shows up and
he sounds like he's fucking everyone with his voice alone.
Yeah.
Howl, not particularly Christian Bale, but it's just like the way he's talking, and it's like, it's okay, Sophie.
Oh, I'm here, my darling.
I know, and the way he's saying it sounds like he's fucking everybody with his voice.
Yeah.
And it's funny because like,
don't look down.
I don't want to say. Yeah, I don't want to say that doesn't change, but the fact that you get to see him in context of how he's like when
he's not charming ladies and he's just being himself.
Oh yeah, so Sophie ends up in Howl's moving castle and just works as the cleaning lady.
Their cleaning lady. Gets in all the misadventures that Howl does.
Yeah. And you get to see, Howl at his weakest and at his mopiest.
At his, this happened once before when a girl dumped him.
Oh, yeah. He gets so bad he starts turning into goo.
Yep.
And I love that, like, in the act of cleaning, Sophie actually cleans the bathroom and his mixture for bleaching his hair.
Yeah, gets messed up.
And he's like, my hair's now red. Do you understand what this means? I'm horrible.
What's the point in living if I can't be beautiful?
And he's like all mopey and turning into goo, and I'm like
summoning the dark spirits.
That line is literally, we lived for that line. We quoted it like fucking all day. It's like fucking what's the point in living? Can't be beautiful. And it's actually funny because you have fucking Christian Bale giving a good delivery on that line.
He does a great job, honestly. You know who else does a great job? Billy Crystal.
I just want to say right now that for the first 2 seconds of Calcifer, Billy Crystal voicing the little flame guy who runs the castle and keeps, all the water warm and, cooks your food and whatever. I was like, Billy Crystal. Because I was expecting to be like, my name's Calcifer. Hello there.
I'm a fire demon.
And then Billy Crystal does a great performance.
As this sassy, done with life,
but also anxiety flame.
Yeah.
And
Sophie, I'm going out. Sophie.
I was having almost legitimate panic attacks. I'm like, don't fucking drop Calcifer. He's gonna fucking die. Don't do it, Sophie.
Sophie.
Like the Billy Crystal actually did a really good performance. That was actually like.
And of course,
it's just anxiety fire. It's just anxiety. I'm like, please no, please.
Here's another curse for you. May all your bacon burn.
That was pretty good. Yeah,
that's a good line.
That's a good line. Yeah.
Yeah, Calcifer kind of like sometimes he comes in and like steals the show because he's got this. He just like comes in and he's like, well, how you shouldn't do that, and he's just got that voice.
Yeah. He has a very the voice was very good.
I don't know if you remember, but Billy Crystal was, I believe, if I'm correct, also in Prince of Mononoke. Wasn't he the monk guy?
No. The monk was because the Majo guy was actually the
Let's go. Most famous for Mike Wazowski. Anyway.
Oh yeah. Fucking filmography. Oh shit! I went to the wrong section.
That's fine.
Philanthropy. No, I want filmography. There you go.
Oh, yeah, it's a separate link. You have to. He's been in so much. You have to go onto another page.
Wait, what page?
Look, click main page.
Oh. 2000 wait, this is
No, that's movies.
Where would that be? It would be this list, right?
I go up again. It should be.
Kitty, what fucking year was...
I forget. Keep going up.
It wasn't 80s, was it?
Oh, he's in The Princess Bride. Maybe that's what I'm getting confused about.
Miracle Max? What the fuck is Miracle Max?
He's the salesman guy.
Oh. Kitty, I don't think he was.
I guess not.
I guess no.
He just really reminded me of that.
Yeah, that's fair. He doesn't have the same voice, but it's up there. Also, you just realized that Markle is voiced by that guy from The Hunger Games, Joshua Ryan Hutcherson.
Yep, it's PETA from The Hunger Games.
He wasn't big back then.
No, he was the baby.
He was a bad... Oh, but he was on like TV shows and shit. He did a good job.
No, he did a good job.
I love Markle, little young apprentice wizard. He just puts on a costume. Yeah, it's so good.
I hate potatoes.
It's so good.
I hate fish.
Eat potatoes. What the fuck? What's wrong with you, Markle? What kind of monster hates potatoes? Potatoes are the fucking apple of the ground.
Hein actually has a voice acting credit too. The dog who just goes...
Excuse me? They actually got a voice actor to do that?
Damn.
Wait a minute. Crispin. Oh my god.
We skipped The Witch of the Waste, who is Lauren Bacall, who is another famous actress.
Yeah.
But yeah,
and
it's like the cast is stacked, but not in like the bad way that more the later Disney films are, of like all these child actors who, Disney needs to fill the role.
Absolutely.
It's stacked in a good way.
Yeah, no, and also, I enjoyed this movie because it has that one scarecrow from Stardew Valley.
Yeah. That's where it came from.
Yeah. No, yeah. I can't believe Studio Ghibli stole from Stardew Valley. That's just, it's a little low, but I guess,
Your butt I will kick.
What's this Yoda shit all of a sudden?
Listen.
Your butt I'll kick.
Your butt? Kick it I will.
My balls sucketh you will. I don't know.
Wow.
No. Really?
I'm so sorry, Patreon.
What? Kitty. Okay, there's no way our patrons have been following our content for, a years now, and they're like, wow, I can't believe Dango Duo has ended up here.
Almost 2 years.
Kitty, no. Listen, we talked about Final Fantasy games for like 2 hours, and that was a weird conversation that was only maintained on the rails because there was so many games to talk about.
Fair.
This ridiculous is what people are here for.
I suppose so.
Now, in perfect Dango Duo fashion, we're also doing this because, we have no script whatsoever.
Yeah.
No guide.
We didn't even write an outline.
Do you want to cover the story first? I guess just burn through the rest of the story and then we do characters? Or you want to do characters first and then story?
I think we should do characters, and that'll kind of go through the story as we
that's fair.
like,
That's
talk
fair.
about
That's fair.
them.
What about our main character, Sophie, Kitty?
Sophie, okay, listen, I love Sophie.
Yeah, no,
I
she's good.
relate incredibly to Sophie, which is
Yeah.
why this is like pretty high up on my list, even though like it's not always written the best or anything.
Yeah.
But like her struggle of like, I've never once been beautiful in my entire life, even though like when you see her as a young woman, she's clearly like pretty, but like she doesn't like make herself out to be like extra pretty. Like you see her sister and she's all made up and she's got all the boys fawning over her. So like of course she'd have this inferiority complex against her sister and her beautiful mother as well when she's kind of the plain one, but she still has this beauty of her own that she can't see. And like that's one of the things that I really love throughout the movie, getting to see her development of kind of accepting herself and learning to like love herself as she learns to love Howl. And that's the thing that's not explained in the movie, is like as she kind of like goes through these different emotions, she gets younger and older depending on what's happening in the story. And it's like, it's vague enough that I'm okay with it. The only scene that ever took me out of it was the dream scene. But then when you realize it's a dream, you're like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Because it's a dream.
Yeah, no, I really, I was noticing as we were watching the movie, I'm like, her body changes in between.
Yeah, she's not
things.
so hunched over.
Yeah, no,
like, you know, once she gets into the castle.
Yeah. And for a second, I thought it was inconsistency, but then I realized it was actually like done on purpose.
Meant to be.
And that had really good craft in there, because you see Sophie at like full on grandma mode when she's all like hunched over and eats the stick and she's like all compressed, and then like there's like in between stages where like she's like standing fully upright,
she stands
but still
upright,
old
but
lady.
she's still older.
And then you have her like actually wrinkles go away, like hair looks
I love the
defined.
scene when she's talking to Madame Sullivan and like she's defending Howl, and you see the wrinkles go and her face clear, and you see like everything go back to how it was before the curse.
Yeah.
And then Madame Sullivan goes, "Oh, I see, you're in love with him," and then she's like shocked and she goes right back. The animation on that is so good.
Yeah, I feel like it's hard to. I mean, it's easy for us to not say, "Hey, by the way, the animation here is fantastic. The Blu-ray version is fantastic.
Beautiful.
The music is good.
Obviously, of course, it's Ghibli. It's so good.
No, the visuals here, the presentation, that's all fantastic.
It's so good.
Like, I know it's super easy to overlook it, but we just want to say really quickly, the castle looked amazing, the music was fantastic, the final escalation bit with the one plank with just two legs.
Yeah, it's so good. It's just like hobbling.
Yeah, no, like it was amazing.
Yeah, and like when Calcifer like lifts the castle up towards the end, and you see all this shit just pouring out of this junk, like it's so beautiful.
Yeah, or when Howl changes the castle in the final act, and it becomes some like the changing, and
you see every little detail of it. You see the toilet pop into existence, and then the door closes.
Yeah, or when Sophie finally cleans the castle in the beginning of the story,
and
all
like the color comes back into the world.
That was really good. It was really good. It was really like this is fantastic, especially for the sort of person who loves seeing the clutter in the background.
Yeah, and like even though Sophie cleans like most of the house, she doesn't clean Howl's room. So you still like, even when the house is all clean, you still get to see the clutter when you go into like Howl's room, and you're like, what the fuck?
Thematically speaking, I actually really liked how Howl's room is this mess of magical things, and it feels very wizard-like for this mess.
Also, did you notice that it's a lot of childish things as well, a lot of toys and stuff like that, because he never aged up from being a child. That's still his child's heart that Calcifer has. Spoilers.
Yeah, no, that was really cool, and I love he just has plushes on his bed.
He's just a giant fucking kid still, who runs away from his problems.
Yeah.
Relatable, honestly.
Yeah, and I like that he's never sold as being, like, big, strong, sexy man.
No, he's like, fuck, I'm out of here.
Yeah, if anything, it's only...
I broke up with her, so I had to run away.
I know. Like, I kind of feel that, like... I like the way Christian Bale performed it. I almost kind of wish that it hadn't been so deep and high there.
Well, he goes a little, higher pitched, like, when he freaks out and stuff like that.
It's true. I mean, overall, it was a good performance. Like, I guess a part of me was still, like, wishing for it to be just slightly younger, because...
That's fair.
He did kind of feel like... I guess I missed a little bit of what you were talking about, like, oh yeah, he has a child's heart. Looking back on it, I get it. Mm-hmm. But, like, just that voice kind of becomes this wall of, like, he's just so mature. Mm-hmm. But then he actually isn't.
He's actually incredibly not.
He actually isn't. And
he is a big baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. And and we'll go back to Sophie now. I love the way that Sophie solves the problem too.
Yeah. I like that.
It makes sense. And people have complained about like so many small details about this movie. Ow! Don't
stab your mom. Don't stab your mom, Yanto.
Thank you, baby. It's okay.
He's just trying to like get.
He's just trying to leverage himself.
Yeah, he just doesn't know that.
He's stabbing me.
Yeah, you know, he's got all these knives in his hands.
But like one of the nitpicks that people do point out, and it has to do with Sophie, so I'm just going to bring them up here.
Yeah.
How does Howl get Sophie's hat shop? I assume he buys it, but that's that's a big kind of like way, and it's Sophie's house, kind of.
Well,
it's modeled after her.
It's adjacent to it.
Yeah,
like it's next door to it.
But he like bought it, kind of, because there's nobody else there anymore.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it might be justified in the book, or you know,
Fair.
but it wasn't the sort of thing where like I didn't realize it was
actually her hat.
It was actually the hat shop. Because I know that he made her room look like her old room because it wasn't exactly the same.
No,
it was very similar, and that felt to me like it's just Hal giving what she wants because he kind of has feelings for her, and I just felt the way that it was presented that it was like he made something similar to what she was used to.
Yeah.
Because at the end of it all, he was kind of going into spoilers. Thinking that he was gonna die or become a demon.
Yeah.
So he wanted to give everybody, and I actually liked Sophie being like, "No, you're giving us closure. Don't do that."
Yeah. So don't do that. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. The other little inconsistency. He's being so cute.
Yeah. Now that he stabbed you, he's like, "I'm a good kitty," said Yanto.
I'm a good boy. Is when she does go into that dream sequence, or not like the flashback, like later at towards the climax of the movie.
He's snoring. He's
so happy. Because there's a point where Howl actually like looks to where Sophie is yelling, and like people are like, "What does that mean? Does he actually hear her? Did he actually find her?" So stuff like that. That there is that little inconsistency that does take away slightly from the climax, but it's so little that I don't feel like it's really a problem.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I mean, she's not in his past. That's impossible.
Yeah.
It's probably like she's in his mind, if anything.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Or I mean, I almost could imagine that because that was where the black door letter. Yeah. And I thought it was a memory. I just thought it was literally just a memory.
But like he looks to her.
I honestly like. Yanto, I swear to God, don't stab me, son.
He's just going by.
Okay, fuck. Why does he have knives in his hands?
Because I've lost his nail clippers.
He wouldn't let us clip his nails anyway.
Well,
he's too powerful.
We have to breed him.
Please stop praying for.
Stop giving
my cat.
Yanto treats.
He's too he's grown too powerful.
It's true.
I love that earlier today. Like he just sat on my bullet journal. I was like, "You don't need this, right?"
Yeah.
And I looked away for 1 second, and then you were like, "I heard you off screen, Jesus," and you were like, "Oh wow, that's in that spot, isn't it, Yanto?" And then I turn, and he's just sitting on my bullet journal, and I'm like,
"Thanks."
Well, I guess I don't need that.
Yep.
But I don't think he turned to look at her. I'm pretty sure it was some sort of no. I think that was made to make you think he was looking at her, but I think it was in the direction of the house anyway. Like I never got that. I didn't get, oh, he's looking at her because I know it's a fucking memory. She's not there. Yeah. That memory was just to show her what had happened and help her connect the dots.
But then she says, "Find me in the future," and he finds her in the future.
No,
again, I think it's such a small nitpick that like I feel like they're in his brain or something like that.
You know what? I feel like that would get fixed if she had just said, "I'll find you in the future." Because just one single sentence, Chase. I absolutely get what you're saying. Because it does make it seem as though there was an interaction there.
Yeah.
I think had she just said, "I will see you in the future," it would have felt less as in I'm talking to you, but rather her to herself.
Yeah.
Or like I'll find you.
And like Howl of course can find her. He has the ring on her. You know.
Yeah. I like the ring coming back.
I love that the ring comes back.
It just made me think of that stupid ring from Tales of Symphonia.
God damn it.
Yeah.
That's you're not wrong.
Yeah.
But
anyway, right.
Yeah. I love Sophie, and I relate to her a lot as a character because of her struggles with her like self-esteem and her worth as a person.
Yeah.
And how like she kind of comes to love herself, and it's not like because Howl loves her entirely. It's also finding a family, something she's never like really had, since it seems like her mom is always marrying new guys and is always out. So
and her sister was working somewhere else.
Yeah,
so
her dad's probably dead, which is what it sounds like.
In the war.
Yeah, so like having this family that is hers and she can take care of and she loves and they love her.
And because I definitely got that Calcifer and Markle both really felt for Sophie.
And even the Witch of the Waste
comes
around around on her.
Even though she's kind of a shit all the way through, and I never trusted her for one fucking second.
Fair, very fair.
But I also love that you can tell that Sophie's a legitimately good person.
Yeah.
Not only and a hardworking good person, which I really liked. Her dedication, especially considering how fucking gross the fucking house was.
Yeah, she cleaned that shit up.
She. And a lot of dedication to care and showing love. And no, I really like Sophie. I think as a protagonist, and she really rose to the occasion. She's the sort of protagonist that I kind of love, who never say no.
Yeah.
Who are always pushing the story forward. She's never like, no, Howl, I'm not gonna go and pretend I'm your mother. That's dumb. She's like, okay, well, I'll do that.
She's like, oh, fine.
If it's the only way, I'll get
baby.
Get you to stop being a baby.
Stop being a bitch, a little bitch.
You're not wrong. Kitty, what about... Is there anything else you want to say about Sophie?
I love her.
What about Howl?
Howl
I love his design. I love his stupid... Good. Like, I don't know how to wear this coat right. Yeah. I'm going to just put it over my shoulders. That's a good look.
It's fair. Kind of one of my favorite things about Howl's Moving Castle when it came out was, like... Cosplayers had such a choice in how they wanted to cosplay, because Howl has 2 different designs.
That's true.
And so Sophie has 3 if you count her old lady form.
Yeah.
Because she has the end of the movie and the beginning of the movie design. That's one of my favorite small things about the movie is Howl goes through different looks.
That's true.
You can actually totally do however you want. You can do the big furry thing too, the big flat feathery thing too. Yeah. But no, I like Howl. He's obviously this man-child.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I didn't see it as much before when I would watch the movie when I was younger, but seeing it now is he's literally got the heart of a child. His heart never grew from that stage, and even though it's not inside him, it's still connected to him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but while he grew, and his heart did not. So I never noticed that as much when I was a kid, but it really stands out now as yeah, no wonder he's a big fucking baby.
Yeah, no,
he doesn't know how to deal with his problems.
He's actually
because he just swallowed a star and was this is how I live my life now.
This is fine.
It's fine. As you do.
As you do. No, yeah, I love his design. I love the changes that he goes through.
It's very serious wizard, and then you actually get to see the real him.
Yeah, I know, and I love that. That's always good, because it's the demystifying, this kind of the most powerful wizard.
Yeah. Oh, he steals women's hearts.
He's a fucking crybaby.
Yeah, he has a breakdown when his hair gets, turned back to his regular color.
Instead of well, I guess I'll remake the potion, he's like, it's all over.
It's over.
There is no hope left.
So good.
His basic design, blonde hair with the pink coat and the white shirt and the black pants is just so iconic.
Yeah, and even when he loses the coat, when he loses his blonde hair, the black hair and the pants and the white shirt still go really well together.
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, no, and he has those jingly earrings that add that pop of color to it, which I really love.
Yeah, and how do I say this? I really like Ghibli because, okay, this is gonna sound weird, is that and I know it's dumb. It's very Japanese in its approach to the display of the characters, because Howl turns into an actual fucking monster.
Yeah.
And it's not pretty.
No.
And when he's flying around like a swallow,
it's slightly disturbing.
Yeah, it's disturbing. It's not pretty. And we just watched the Disney movie yesterday.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of how do I say this? They're soft-handed when it comes to displaying the main characters in a position of weakness or in a state that is not normal.
Fair.
There's always the grotesque is reserved for background characters and antagonists.
Yeah.
And which is, of course, by the way, if you ever play a David Cage game, find the gross person, that's the bad guy. If they're gross, unattractive, and
seem creepy.
Yeah, and seem creepy, they're the bad guy.
Yep.
And it's funny because when you think about Heavy Rain, that actually comes from it's page 1.
Oof, yeah.
But that doesn't happen.
In Ghibli movies.
In Ghibli movies.
Yeah, Ghibli movies, rarely have, a real, big bad, main bad. In this one, it's the war.
Yeah, and it's funny because, for the first half is,
It's the Witch of the Waste,
yeah. But then she just joined, the Witch of the Waste has joined the party.
Yeah, she's become mostly docile.
She has no spells.
Yeah.
She's
just
no
a little
health.
shit, but...
she's just a little shit.
She's joined the party.
Yeah, and then we have, the war.
Yeah.
And it's the reality that, you may argue that, what was the name of the freaking Madame Sullivan. She's oh no, she's kind of antagonistic, but she's kind of doing her thing to stop the war, though.
Yeah, she's
if you won't use your magic to help your country,
Yeah.
then guess what? You don't get to have your magic anymore.
Exactly.
And like I never felt that she was being unreasonable when asking Howl to,
come and join the fight.
come and join the fight. Some may argue that it's like, well, Howl was... he didn't want to join because of the way that the war was happening with bombing civilians and all those things, and I'm like, that's war.
That's war, but
that's quite literally war.
And I do understand him not wanting to because of that, but
I'm not saying he was wrong.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that Solomon wasn't wrong either.
No.
And I felt that the levels of gray here that we have is what makes a story not inherently feel mundane, where you have good guy, bad guy.
Yeah, and I mean, the only other reason you could see Solomon as kind of like a baddie is did she know what was happening to the wizards and witches when they joined the war? They became these monsters.
Yeah.
But
the way that it was presented, I thought that it was them losing control over their own power.
Fair.
So I didn't think that she was like, they're like, I know they're becoming monsters. It's like they're losing control of their power because they're kind of giving in to things.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Which is kind of like, you're not doing magic, the way you were taught. You're supposed to retain control.
And not do it for selfish reasons.
Exactly.
And all that, what you said about Howl and stuff.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So,
yeah.
That's what I took from it.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, no, I like Howl. I love how his transformation more and more monster-like.
Yeah.
Until the end, where he's fucking like
this huge, just feathery, bloody beast.
Yeah.
And he's big, like jaw almost.
Yeah. And I like that. I actually like that.
They go all out.
Yeah. It never felt weak. It never felt soft-handed.
No, one of my favorite things about this movie is they show the beautiful people and then the ugly. Well, not the ugly people, but something that's not standard beauty, like Sophie is an old woman for most of the movie.
Yeah.
And Howl is literally turning into a monster for half the movie.
Yeah. And actually, aside from Solomon's assistants, we don't really have anybody any pretty people. Even Solomon herself is not particularly
no, because she's older, but she's
older
but wise.
Yeah,
but,
older but
not
wise,
in that traditional kind of pretty sense.
Yeah, and then we have the witch of the waste,
who starts out is trying to be all this hot thing, and then becomes this older docile woman.
Yeah. In a kind of way, I kind of wish that she hadn't been so sold as, look at my rippling layers of fat.
Yeah.
I wish they hadn't pushed on that super hard.
That's fair. And I do feel it the worst, when they're trying to climb the stairs.
Yeah.
That's a little gratuitous.
That lasts a little too long, really.
It's kind of the point of the scene, unfortunately.
It's true.
But yeah, no, I do feel that.
And also, I don't know, it's just a sort of thing where, if she has the power to kind of change her matter, why wouldn't she change her matter to look like something other than that?
Fair.
It's a sort of thing where, that her particular design did feel a little gratuitous.
Well, I mean...
But it... Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The balance is this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
In most fiction, the grotesque is reserved for the antagonist, but it's grotesque without any apologies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking, we watched Hercules yesterday because we wanted to watch a Disney movie.
Yeah.
And the Minotaur,
yeah.
There's no redeeming value, traits to that character.
Mm-hmm.
He is gross, he's unattractive, he has cartoonish features with a big ass red nose.
Mm-hmm.
There is no saving grace to that. There's no dignity to that.
Yeah.
And I feel like the balance is when your antagonist, although they may share the grotesque elements, there's dignity to them. Mm-hmm. The Witch of the Waste's first appearance, there was dignity to her.
Yeah, exactly. She's this hot mama.
Yeah. And actually, truth be told, when she becomes old and docile, as you said, she's she actually just looks like a nice old person.
Old lady, yeah.
So she's still that's why I love the Japanese design, where even in spite of her sharing the grotesque, which is associated with antagonists, she still has dignity to
dignity,
it.
Yeah.
And I love when that's flipped around, where the main characters, who are usually always given dignity, are also handed grotesqueness.
Yeah, exactly.
With Sophie
being old,
and with Howl
being a monster.
And I really like that. I actually, and I guess you could say that's actually a theme in the show, because in the movie, because even the Scarecrow has this element of grotesqueness to it, and when you see him in real life, you see you judge people by their appearances, don't you? Mm-hmm. And also, Markle as well, being this little kid who become,
who disguises himself as an old guy to be taken seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
Appearances.
Yeah.
The movie's
oh shit! This movie's about appearances, isn't it? Yeah, no, I love Howl.
Howl's good.
Howl's good.
He's not a good boy most of the time, but he learns to be a better boy because of Sophie.
Yep. I guess we were talking about the Witch of the Waste.
Yeah, we kind of did. That's her story arc. I do, when I was younger, I didn't like the Witch of the Waste, but I see her more as you're a fucking shit.
She's yeah.
Because, the thing that pissed me off when I was younger is she endangers the whole castle by feeding Calcifer the like sneaking bug, or the peeping bug or whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, lady? He's the castle. Are you an idiot? And now I get it because she's just like, here, get rid of this.
Yeah, I don't feel like she
didn't mean for it to like take down the whole castle.
And now for anyone out there who's like, well, she should have known better. I actually don't think so, because she gave Sophia a curse that she herself couldn't undo.
Yeah,
exactly. And I feel like that's the one thing that people overlook when it comes to, and in a lot of stories, like I think magical characters are given a lot of power, and a lot of their humanity is being removed because. Of course, there would be shitty ass wizards who are like, "Oh, I don't know how to fucking do that.
Yeah.
You deal with it now. You're not a crocodile.
Yours now. Haha."
No, like legitimately, people are assholes.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that the Witch of the Waste is an absolute like asshole, but I think the presentation in there being that, and also in the end, where she's just holding onto the heart like with absolute greed and selfishness.
Yeah.
And that those are inherently human traits that are not presented as look at
how evil she is and mean and
who
horrible.
is the real monster.
Yeah, nobody actually.
Nobody actually. But yeah,
War is the real monster.
Yeah,
in the story.
I mean, you're not particularly wrong.
Yeah,
there's that thing at the end when they're like, okay, time to just end the war.
They brought it up in a tiny line that wasn't even subtitled.
Yeah,
and then it came back at the very end with Crispin Freeman. But you know.
Yeah. Oh my god, do you fucking? We had the subtitles on for like 2 seconds.
No, this one had the correct subtitles?
No,
you're right. It was super off.
No. You mentioned it's like it was a comment that someone said in the background of one scene about
about the prince is missing.
Yeah, the prince being missing.
Yeah.
But I wish there hadn't been that like particular line of dialogue from Madame Sullivan, where she's like, okay, time to call the king and just tell him to stop the war.
That's fair.
As though you can just do that.
Yeah.
Because even though you can be like, you know, it's a fairy tale.
Yeah.
That's fine, but I think when you have a topic such as hard as this, you kind of have to have a much more human explanation than that.
And the prince is back. It's fine.
Because if wars could just end by both sides being, we've lost a lot of people, that would never fucking happen.
If Archduke Ferdinand had just gone missing and then they found him a couple of months later, fine.
Yeah, no. If 2 years, you know, if 3 years into World War I, all the sides got together and said, we've lost a lot of lives. Let's just put down our guns. Listen, you are fucking dreaming because people are petty.
Yeah.
People are cruel and heartless, and I can assure you that you think the leaders would do that, but then all the mothers and fathers and siblings of the dead soldiers would be like, then what did my family die for?
Yeah.
People are
selfish.
The real monsters.
No.
The real monsters.
No. Hi again, little boy.
Are we the baddies?
Are we the baddies? So.
Yeah.
Witch of the Waste. Anyway,
Witch of the Waste.
I appreciate her more now that I'm older and kind of get more of the complexities of her character.
Absolutely.
Because when I was younger, I was like, no, I don't like her. Don't like her. Get her out of here. She's not part of the family.
Yeah.
Even though she actually joins the family.
She joins the party. It's funny. It's funny.
And we'll bring in Hein at this point too, since he has such a minor role. But the small dog, who's Madame Sullivan's like assistant dog.
I love
Errand dog. That's the word.
I love that for the whole bit in the castle. I actually thought it. I got
you and Sophie thought it was Howl.
Yeah, it's Howl, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got that stupid glop of blonde hair.
Yeah, and then you meet all the clone boys.
The small Howls, and you're like,
Is that Honey? Or who's Honey and Letty? Those are the sisters.
The sister and the mom, I'm assuming.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we're actually almost pretty much done with the characters.
Yeah.
Because, after Markle, it's pretty minor characters.
What do you mean? We're not going to talk about Crispin Freeman?
We will talk about Crispin Freeman.
But no, I love the dog. The dog with the stupid little chicken feet.
And he's like coughing up a hairball the entire time.
Yeah, I know. And I love that, like...
I love that he, like, flies, too. He's very expressive. He flies with his ears.
Oh, yeah, that's true. And I love that at the end, because the whole time I thought, I'm like, was he working with the...
was he, like, spying on
Madame?
them?
And I'm like, is it just an actual dog? And then at the end, it's like, he gives her a call, and she's like, you little traitor.
You finally checked in on me. Oh, I see you're a little traitor now.
Yeah.
And he's like, bye, I'm gonna go live with these guys. They're nicer. Bye.
Get wrecked.
Get wrecked, not Mom.
Madame Solomon is like, I guess I'll make another one.
My other favorite scene with Hein is like when Sophie starts climbing the stairs and she expects him to follow and he can't climb up the stairs, so he just rests his head down there and goes, Gah. And she's like, God damn it!
And he's so big and
he's like fat and
he's
heavy.
just like Yanto.
He's just like
also, he's back.
He's sitting on my lap. He loves it now.
He loves it now. He's happy. Hi, baby.
Hi, my baby.
He's like scratch me right here.
Oh.
Progenitor.
No, don't
Scratch me here, and then I won't stab you with my knife hands.
Knife claws.
Kitty, what about... Is there anybody else you want to talk about?
We gotta talk about Calcifer.
Oh, fuck it. I mean, we talked a lot about him.
Don't bite me.
Anxiety Flame.
Anxiety Flame.
Man.
I love his little arc, though.
Yeah, no, it's really good, yeah.
It's really cute, where, like, at first he's like, what the fuck are you doing in here, old lady? Get out of here. You're not supposed to be here. And then he, like, slowly learns to love her and stuff like that. And then, I love her solution to the problem is, like, I can't give you my eyes or my arms. How about my hair? And he's like, I'll take it.
I'll take that.
Yeah, and it totally still works.
And I think it's funny, considering how he's this incredibly powerful being who's endlessly helpless.
Who's stuck in a fireplace.
Yeah, and at the risk of dying at all times.
Yeah, exactly.
And honestly, like, I really liked Calcifer's character because I relate a lot to Anxiety Flame. Yeah. But it's also, like, a little bit too close. Fair. Where, like, thinking about him, I'm getting those feelings of, like, oh no, please, no. You just joke, but, like, fuck. Yeah, it's too close for me, but I really like the performance was really good. Like freaking Billy Crystal fucking nailed it, and that kind of character, like being so endlessly helpless while still being this powerful demon.
Yeah, I like the irony of it because like you when you see the little memory of Howl and Calcifer meeting and him swallowing the star, you think it's like this deal to make them both like really powerful. Yeah, but in the end, it makes them both actually kind of stuck. Yeah, which is I love the irony of that is like. We thought that this would be the best solution, but now we're both just kind of like living this life that neither of us exactly want. Absolutely. Like this. But we're stuck because I don't know if I'll die. Yeah. When I give back the heart. I also, I forgot to talk about this with the Witch of the Waste, but I do like that eventually she does give up the heart. Yeah, yeah. And like, and it's through her own like... understanding of like
it's out of her own choice. Like we don't wrestle it from her fingers. She understands what she was doing.
It was
and the worth that it has.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. The conclusion of this movie is really good.
No, it's really good. So one of my, like I think everyday people would complain about it. Yeah. But I love how human it is, and I love that it's not about defeating the big bad guy. Like,
it's not about ending the war.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do like the solution of like. Yeah, we'll just, like, wreck the castle so that it's not connected to that house anymore that this town is getting bombed in.
Yeah, it was a crazy plan, but, it worked out.
Yeah. The other crazy plan I like is crashing the plane into the mouth of the castle.
And I love we have to deal with those repercussions. Like, they have to rebuild that part. Yeah. They have to get the plane out.
It's good.
I like that. That. A different writer would have just not done anything.
Markle.
Markle's good. I like Markle.
There's not much to talk about because he doesn't do a whole lot.
I love his little old man form. I love because that old man form looks like your RPG with it's like it's dangerous to go all out.
You're not wrong, or like Gandalf but shorter.
Yeah, no, I like
Gandalf the Small.
Yeah, and I don't like potatoes.
I hate potatoes.
I don't like fish.
I hate fish.
And I'm like, it's fucking. Of course, fucking Howl would have this brat.
This little shit learning, magic. I do like that he has that moment, like, after they almost get, like, bombed there. Yeah. And he's like, no, don't leave, Sophie, I love you. There's this, like, sweet moment where, like, this shit kid actually realizes how much he needs Grandma Sophie.
There's a lot of, like, raw emotion in this, and I really like that. Yeah. And it's the thing that, like, I feel that a lot of, modern / old, this is a fairy tale miss on that, because they never, I don't know. Listen, I never felt that... Oh, okay, so here we go.
Alright, I'm ready.
Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella, the fucking Little Mermaid.
Ariel.
I never felt that their emotions were genuine. It always felt... It felt like those, like... Because those fairy tales were like 2 pages long. Fair. It just felt that this happened and then this happened. Yeah. And there wasn't a lot of depth to that.
That's fair.
And it's a sort of thing where it's like, oh, these two are in love. It never really felt like that. Or it never really felt like the emotions that were portrayed were real.
It's the Disney problem, certainly. Because even in Hercules that we watched, Turk's like, oh, the first girl I met, she's hot. I want that.
And he's kind of a big doofus.
He's a big doofus.
And it's this thing where like, it never really felt... true, and I feel like a lot of these like the Ghibli works really encapsulate, like they grab onto those raw feelings and they just give them to you. That's why I feel that they're not. I don't know. I don't want to say timeless because we watched the Blu-ray re-release of the movie. I feel like if we would watch the original, it would have probably not held up as well.
They are
visually,
story-wise.
Yeah,
they are certainly
it's story,
timeless,
character-based, and and in the presentation of these emotions, I feel like it's kind of timeless in that particular regard.
Yeah, which is why I like having all these little Disney stars voice a lot of the characters makes like things like Ponyo and stuff not as timeless.
That's fair.
But anyway, we'll save my Ponyo rant for another day.
Oh, wow. I can't blow out. Okay.
I do want to talk about...
For how long you mean holding that in? You want to just let it out, Kitty?
No.
You want to just...
No, actually, my main rant...
What's your big problem about Ponyo? What's the big problem about Ponyo?
Honestly, I'll drop Ponyo in place of ranting about the redub of My Neighbor Totoro with the Dakota sisters.
Oh, no, fuck that.
Yeah. The Fanning sisters.
That's dumb.
Me. Yeah.
That's dumb.
Well, it's because they didn't originally own the rights to the original dub, so they had to redub it when Disney got the rights to My Neighbor Totoro.
Okay, question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I know we have a lawyer in the comments, right? Okay, copyright lawyer.
I also have a...
If you don't own the copyright... Let's say that... say that you and I are gonna redub House Moving Castle. We don't own the rights to the original dub. But if we recasted the exact people as the same characters, could we do that? Because it would be a new performance.
No, because we don't own the rights to even the movie.
No, but if we had the rights...
Oh, okay. You didn't include that part.
Okay, if we had the rights to the movie...
But we didn't have the rights...
It's to the previous dub recording. I guess we could just...
I don't think you could then.
No, I think it... But my issue is this, and sorry, it's like because I'm like, you could have just brought the same people back for another recording, but instead they cannot capitalize on the people who were famous at the time.
Yeah,
and that's a very Disney thing.
Yeah,
unfortunately
so. I'll bring it back to Howl's Moving Castle then.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair.
What's the matter with Ponyo, okay? Don't you like it?
It's also part of that problem, casting big stars like Liam Neeson and...
I think I watched the Japanese version. No.
And the two kids
No, I watched the English version, yeah.
The two kids are Disney stars as well. Two main kids, Ponyo and whatever the other one's name is, the boy. But anyway, the other kind of story character thing I want to talk about is Sophie's mom.
Oh, yeah.
Because this was...
Oh, yeah.
Because I also did not like her as a kid, but I kind of understand it now more.
A little.
She's still kind of like...
She still betrays her daughter, though.
Yeah, exactly. So, and this is a point that people bring up when they're like, this movie makes no sense. Like, how... But it actually, now that I'm saying it, it makes sense. How did Sophie's mom know that this had all happened to Sophie? How did she know it was Sophie? But Madame Sullivan would have told her.
Yeah, because people are dumb.
Yeah, they're dumb. I mean, like, how did she recognize... How did
she know that was her daughter?
Madame Sullivan know that Sophie was that lady's daughter, but she would have done her resurgery probably.
Yeah, I assume.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, gee, I wonder if there's been any Sophies missing.
Right, exactly. But, so towards the climax of the movie, Sophie's mom comes in, finds Sophie, and she has this kind of, like, small emotional reunion of, like, I haven't seen you in we don't really know how long.
Oh, and by the way, I'm getting married. I'm leaving
by the
today.
way, I'm married already.
Yeah.
I married another guy.
And I'm leaving, but I just want to say that I love you.
I love you so much.
We should meet again. Bye.
It was so good to see you again. I gotta go. The taxi's running by.
By the way, I'm just gonna drop this bag
and forget it.
Conveniently
forget it. And I didn't like that as a kid. I was like, she's mean. She's evil. She sold herself. She sold her daughter out. But it's...
And now you're like, she's mean and evil, and she sold her daughter out.
But it's more complex than that. Because apparently, it seems like Madame Sullivan was like holding her husband hostage.
Yeah, that's true.
Blackmailed her into doing this.
Yeah,
It's just fairly dark for
that's true.
That whole tone of that scene. But that moment like really stood out to me as something that I felt differently about now. Because like as a kid, I was like, no, the mom is mean. She's evil. But now I'm like, it's more complicated than that.
Now you're like, mom's evil.
She does genuinely love her daughter because she started crying when she saw her. Yeah. Like overflowing tears of being like, that's my daughter, or what's happened to her, but I still have to betray her. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to bring up that scene because it's also kind of like a really...
Oh my god, Yanto's so happy.
Appearances scene.
Kitty, it's time to talk about the most important character in the whole movie.
Crispin Freeman? Turnip Head.
The Scarecrow. The hardest working scarecrow
in
the
movie
business.
existence. Yeah,
he works so hard,
and he's very good at getting himself stuck upside down.
Yeah, and there is something unnerving about watching that scarecrow just kind of tiptoe close.
Just hop, hop, hop.
This is the dumbest thing, but like I can almost now this is the following is a dumb thing that I'm about to say. Okay. Because seeing him standing in the distance wearing that pseudo-suit reminds me a lot of Slender Man.
That's fair.
And that feeling of, like, something
this
strangely tall.
thing.
Yet not human-like, or human-like shape, but not quite right.
But, like, not right in
and just staring at you.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that Turnip Head is the original Slender Man, and that,
Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah. The people who made Slender Man stole it.
Yeah. That one guy on Reddit.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
No, it was fucking 4chan.
4chan, whatever.
Do you remember 4chan?
I try not to.
I try not to either.
Yeah. No, Turnip Head has a really nice arc, actually.
Yeah.
For being a scarecrow that doesn't talk.
Yeah.
Like, Sophie first finds him right after she's transformed, and she's looking for a walking stick to try to climb into the wastes and find the Witch of the Waste. And she pulls up, the Turnip Head, and she's like, I hated turnips as a kid. It's such a weird line, but then it just comes back, but it's really cute.
And he keeps coming back.
And
And he gets her a walking stick.
Yeah, she's like, oh, could you do me another favor? Could you find me a place to stay? And then he like hops off, and she's like, I've gotten so clever in my old age. I'm so cunning. Gotten rid of that scarecrow. And then he brings he's like, I found this place to stay, and it's Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah.
And she's like, Jesus Christ, scarecrow.
Yeah.
But then he comes up later, and like he gets stuck in Howl's Moving Castle, and then helps him do laundry and helps him pull out the plane. And he's like just kind of like hanging around.
He joins the party.
He joins the family. But at the end of the movie, towards the climax, after Calcifer has been reunited with Howl,
and Howl's saved. The heart's good.
Obviously, the castle no longer works because Calcifer flew off, and he's like, "I'm free."
Yeah. Yep.
Did the genie thing and is flying away to be free. And so the two legs and the plank of wood that was holding them up on this hill breaks, and they're
they start
falling
going
down this mountain. And Turnip Head leaps out, does a big old spin, and goes in front to stop the plank from going all the way down, and snaps his pole in the midst of it. Bye, Yanto.
The knives! The knives! But, Jesus! We gotta cut his... gotta cut his knives.
I gotta buy new clippers because I don't know where they went. I think they're on the counter, actually.
Or they might be in that box.
Fair. But, so he kind of sacrifices himself to save them, but Sophie gives him a kiss as thank you, and then he turns back into a human. Yeah,
he has this wild transformation.
Yeah, he's like... he's
like a beautiful prince, and of course... And of course, the Witch of the Waste is like, oh, I know that curse. It's only fixed with
by True Love's Kiss.
True Love's Kiss.
Which I kind of love.
Yeah.
And I loved as a kid, too, because I'm like, but... Sophie and Howl are the main characters, so this guy who's like loved Sophie this whole time is like too little too late, which is kind of like I've always loved that like little
get
detail.
wrecked, loser.
But it's and then he goes, one day hearts change and I will be back.
And
I love that too because he's like even if now is not the right time, maybe later will be, maybe
or even his own heart.
Yeah, exactly, that's true too.
Yeah.
I really like that.
And
then he hops off on his pole.
Yeah, and then he's all like, well, I'm going to go back to my family and stop this war.
And tell him to end this stupid war.
Yeah.
And then the Witch of the Waste is like, come back here, big boy. Wink.
Wink.
And everyone's very uncomfortable with this.
And, the movie ends, but the hypest, most awesome moment in this whole movie, the thing that made it for me, stop doing that.
It's fine.
The thing that made it for me is, the movie's over, and the credits are rolling.
The song is playing.
And we're like, yeah, it was a pretty good movie. And then the voice cast list comes up, and we're like, oh yeah, Emily Mortimer as Sophie, Christian Bale as Howl. Who the fuck is Prince Justin's last Turnip Head?
Crispin
Freeman! We literally shouted, Crispin Freeman!
Because I had honestly forgotten he was in this movie.
We rewinded to watch that again.
To listen to his 3 lines.
And I love, I think that's either his real voice or one of his go-tos, because that's just Hideki voice.
Yeah, it really is.
Hideki from Chobits, of course.
Mm-hmm. It's probably his go-to voice, honestly.
It's probably, It might just be his real voice.
Fair.
We could just look up what he sounds like in real life.
We've seen it a little bit.
Crispin Freeman. He's also the voice of Winston.
Winston here.
What's he done recently? Oh man, this photo of him is so old. This photo's from 9 years ago.
Oh god. Listen, Wikipedia.
That's also 9 years ago.
Oh gosh, Wikipedia.
This is not a Dango Duo episode without checking behind the voice actor.
He hasn't done any anime since 2016. He hasn't been in an anime in a year. Oh wait, he was in something. Scroll up.
He's in Teen Titans.
He's in a current
that's
TV
that's
show.
Animation.
He's in Justice League. Is currently.
He was in Steven Universe.
He's dad. Connie's dad.
Yeah, he's Connie's dad. That's funny.
Yep.
And of course,
Vidogam.
Oh, I forgot he's Balmung from the .hack series of games.
Mm-hmm.
He's Regal from fucking Tales of Symphonia.
Yep.
Oh, he's Heat from Digital Double Saga.
He's in Kingdom Hearts.
as
thing.
Will Turner.
Will Turner.
Oh wow! This new Wikipedia feature is really good.
That's actually kind of cool.
Oh, wait.
Remember he's in Metal Gear.
He's in Batten Kaitos?
Oh, wait.
Oh, I don't know who the fuck that is.
But remember, he's in Metal Gear as some of the NPCs.
Oh, that's true. Oh, yeah, it's true. He's in Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain as some of the soldiers. Like, you just hear him. It's like, thanks,
I mean,
boss.
he's also been in some of the other ones, like this one.
Yeah, Portable Ops.
Oh, right, and Till the End of Time.
Yeah, he's my favorite character from Till Time. He's Albel, non-binary legend. He actually routinely has done enemy soldiers in Metal Gear.
Yep.
So it's likely you have actually killed Crispin Freeman in Metal Gear.
That's fair.
Fucking
Diablo 3.
Valkyria Chronicles 2.
Diablo 3.
Fucking God of War. Diablo 3. He's the male voice for the wizard in Diablo 3.
Mm-hmm.
He is.
He's in World of Final Fantasy.
He's in Bayonetta. Fucking Destiny.
And Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh.
As a character that doesn't have a thing, but that's
yeah,
fine.
he's Winston Overwatch.
Yep.
Oh, he was in Star Ocean Integrity and Faithlessness, which is a stupid title. He's in World of Final Fantasy.
Yep.
He's in Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
As Hellas.
That's what I said.
Oh, you said that?
Yeah.
Awesome. But did you hear that he was in Horizon Zero Dawn as Hellas?
No, apparently not.
Okay, listen. He was in Adventures in Voice Acting as himself.
Fair.
No, but what has he done? Like, fucking, he was in fucking...
he's Fate in some Fate.
He's Fate in some Fate?
He's in some Fate.
Okay, but what else has he done? Fucking...
He's done a whole lot. He's in Lucky Star as various characters. He must be various male characters.
Oh my god, we should watch Lucky Star so we can.
Oh yeah, and he's Itachi from Naruto.
Where the fuck is Itachi?
Sasuke's brother who killed the entire clan.
Well, spoiler. Oh, so you better Sasuke.
I mean,
is that the guy with the Sharingan?
I suppose.
I don't know anything about Naruto except that the Sharingan.
I don't think that's.
And
how
you wanna be the Hokage. There's the fucking...
I can't believe I know more about Naruto than you do.
Welcome to my new podcast, Hokage. Every writer should aspire to be the best ninja they could.
I suppose that's fair.
Yep. Writing jutsu. Just fucking...
Up the butt jutsu.
Up the butt jutsu. Nobody knows what the fuck we're talking about when we say that.
Yeah, they do. They've watched Naruto.
Have they? I don't think... Okay.
I've watched Naruto.
Okay. Let's go down the list of our subscribers, okay? Listen. Charles didn't see Naruto.
No. Probably
Kenders didn't see Naruto.
Definitely not.
I don't think Amelia watched Naruto.
I mean, like, it's...
Amelia seems more to me like a... Nickelodeon / Cartoon Network kind of person.
But I mean, if Cartoon Network, it was on Cartoon Network, on Toonami.
No, it was on Fox Kids.
No,
wasn't.
Naruto was on Cartoon Network.
Naruto.
Yeah.
Naruto.
But I don't know. Some of that is like if you watched AMVs, you just know. You just have like.
That's fair.
Like
oh my god.
Base level
I have seen
Naruto
one
knowledge.
thing. I've seen one thing of Naruto, and it's the hypest moment ever. When that one guy, Rock Lee, takes off the weighted gear, and he fights that fucking guy with the peanut on his back.
Oh yeah, Garu.
Yeah.
See, I know way too much about Naruto.
How do you know this much?
I don't know.
Also, it's not a peanut. It's a gourd. It's a gourd.
It's a gourd. Yeah, and it's filled with sand.
It's filled with.
Because he's like from the sand place. He like controls sand. It gets everywhere.
It's so coarse.
It gets everywhere.
That's stupid.
I'm pretty sure it's filled with sand.
That's the stupidest thing. Yeah, he's from the Sand Clan.
Yeah, he's from the Sand Clan.
Things are pretty dry over there.
Dry desert.
Yeah, is that where the Sand Clan is?
Yeah, in dry desert.
I can't believe that NLSS member Rockley Smile named himself after Rockley from Naruto. That's stupid.
I told you, Naruto is like a base level anime knowledge for people who are our age.
I guess I'm too old for Naruto.
I guess you were like a little too old.
Blake actually read some of the manga.
See, yeah, you're just slightly too old because I owned some of the manga. It's okay. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. Just slightly.
Was Sakura? No, actually, Hinata was the best girl.
I loved Hinata.
Yeah. But what about Sakura?
Everybody hated Sakura because it was during that time when we hated female characters in anime.
Yeah, no,
like
no girls
Orihime,
I hate.
And Sakura, Hinata.
People are stupid.
What were the other popular shonen anime at the time?
You're right. 2009 was a stupid time.
It was a bad time. It was a bad time.
2007.
Yeah. 2005.
That was a bad time. Yeah, no, that's stupid. Fuck that. Only girls allowed now. No boys allowed.
Yeah, Hetalia had the same problem. Well, it only had one girl, so that made it easy.
Is there really only one girl?
At the time that I cosplayed it, there was like one girl.
Hungary.
There was two, Liechtenstein.
Liechtenstein.
Yeah.
Isn't that a tiny ass fucking...
Yeah, Switzerland's little sister. Who kind of had the thing for him, because of course. Because it's Japan.
Fucking Japan. I love... Japan is a very complex storytelling location. Because then you have nice little character-based, emotional, raw, heart stories. And then you also have, you know...
My little sister can't possibly be this cute.
Oh, Ni-chan, I can't wait to grow up and marry you.
Why is that such a trope? I'm so confused.
I think we talked about it in a random video. We're like, well... like
Yenta's back!
Well, Oh, this is the grossest thing I could possibly say.
Hi.
Well, when you're a big loser and there's like no girls anywhere... You will reach for whatever you have near. Am I right?
Near.
Near. The worst part is that contaminated the Japanese version of Nier, because in Nier in Japan there were two versions of Nier.
Yeah, they had the both.
The one with the boy and the one with the dad.
Yeah.
Spoilers: the one with the dad is better.
Yeah.
Because it's not creepy.
Yeah.
And someone out there, I already know. Okay. Freaking nearforever.tumblr.com is all like, oh, but young Nier is so hot.
Okay.
First off,
you're
missing the point. Also, second, the whole point of Nier Team is that they're all a bunch of freaks.
Yeah.
They're all a bunch of freaks.
That's
the point.
That's the point.
Especially.
It's fine. Especially all.
Fuck, Nier is sad.
Yeah.
Nier is so sad.
Yeah.
Nier is so... I can't believe that Laura Bailey voices Kaine.
Yeah. I fucking love Laura Bailey.
That lady has a range.
She has a lot of range.
Cause like she's fucking
no Yento.
Toru from Fruits Basket.
And fucking like, I'm gonna kick your ass and slice your balls up and eat them in my face.
That was so good.
Thank you.
Cut your balls up, slice them up, saute them real nice.
And eat them in front of your dead corpse.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna use that.
That's pretty, yeah.
Hi, my baby. Can you say hi to everybody? Can you stay? Are you guys done talking about Howl?
Hey, guys. Yento has sat in your lap 3 times during this recording.
He has.
Once every 30 minutes, he's like, hey, I'm
back.
I check my treat box. It's empty.
You haven't refilled it. How dare you?
Do you know what I've started doing mornings now? What? I just wake up and immediately give him food because he's so annoying.
Yeah.
He's like, progenitor, I have no food.
I'm dying.
I'm gonna make biscuits on your chest, also with knives.
With my knife hands. Hi, my baby.
He's a good boy, though.
He's a good boy.
I love that every time we record, he's like, hi, humans, you're talking. Can I be here?
I want to be involved.
Hi, Yento. What you staring at? There's nothing in that.
There's a ball.
He's a cat. He doesn't care about balls.
He likes his ball.
Oh my god. Thing. Okay, this is the most. We are out of things to talk about.
Apparently.
So Yento has this like donut, right? It's like a plastic donut and it's empty. And there used to be a ball inside of it that he could like. And there were little holes so he can like sneak his paw and like spin it and make it go around.
If you have a cat, you know what toy we're talking about. He can get the toy out.
He can get the ball out, and I don't know what happened. The ball was lost, and the other day he was playing with the donut with no ball. He was sticking his hand, and he's like pushing his hand in, and he's like, "Where's I can get the ball, I can get it." And like, Yento, there's no ball.
No ball. It was so cute and
stupid. Yeah, he was like pulling his paw out, looking around, trying another hole, and he's like, "Where's the ball? Where is it? Progenitors. Something's wrong with my toy."
Where'd you lose the ball, baby?
I don't even know where that ball is.
I have no idea.
It might be under the sofa.
It might be outside somehow.
No way. You think he took it out?
I have no idea.
What, he put it in his mouth and then, like, walked out through the cat door?
I don't know.
We are the proud parents of the world's smartest dumb cat.
It's true.
He's so dumb, but also so smart.
Oh, my baby.
He put all his points into luck.
Luck and looking cute.
Yep. Yento's stat freaking character sheet is like strength 1, knives 99, intelligence 1, cute 999.
Getting into places he shouldn't be.
999.
999.
Yep. Smarts
VLR.
0.
Oh.
Fucking
Smarts.
Yep.
Half a point.
And luck fucking 99.
No, don't go in the laundry basket. Why?
Ability to eat treats 99.
Oh god, 999 at this point. There, saddle.
And squeak 99.
Yeah, squeak. He just squeak instead of meow.
He's leaning his face against the microphone and the cable, and I don't like that. Hey there, everybody, we're Dango Duo.
I guess we finished talking about Howl's Moving Castle. Do we recommend it? Yeah.
Yento, you have your paw on my new mouse pad, and I swear to God, if you fucking do anything, he looks so stupid.
He's so dumb.
Are you You have both of your eyelids closed.
He's passing out.
Our son's so stupid.
He's a beautiful boy.
He's so dumb.
He's my beautiful boy.
Into you're stabbing my mouse pad with your knife hands. Hi there, we're Dango Duo. We do anime content and let's play stuffs every single day.
There you go.
You may be noticing that there's been kind of a weird schedule. We're building the backlog. We're sorry for shorter episodes, but we just gotta build the backlog because without a backlog we can't actually record in advance.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be happening for a little bit.
Apologies.
We want to let you know that if you enjoy our content, please consider pledging on Patreon.
Yeah.
Even just like $1 gets you to vote on polls.
On the polls for these videos.
Yeah, and to watch the monthly video.
Yeah.
The rest of the tutorials, you have to pledge 5 to get them early. But I mean, it's still pretty good. Just $1. You can vote on the next poll, which we're gonna decide live on stream right now.
I mean, we could decide the theme. We just have to decide the actual things in the theme.
Last month was Max has to watch another Ghibli movie.
Because we needed something chill and easy.
Yeah. And this month
we have a little more time.
The theme, and if you're watching this on YouTube, you still have 2 weeks to vote. You still have 2 weeks to vote.
Do that even though we're late on this?
Yeah, no, we're gonna just basically shift when the monthly video goes up.
Okay.
You have 2 weeks. 2 weeks to put up. I might even fucking have it on the screen. I'm gonna have the date. The deadline is on the screen right now. The theme is gonna be Dango Duo versus
Fire.
Yeah. Kitty and I are gonna go head to head
in something.
Yeah, we are gonna potentially put our relationship in danger for your amusement.
On the line.
Our lives on the line in one of 3 different competitions. You will get to decide with your vote. You will get to decide which of these 3 you like the most. If there's a tie, we'll do both.
That's fair.
If all 3 somehow get points, the same number of points, we'll do them all.
Yep.
That's life. Dango Duo versus. We have not decided what it's gonna be.
I've thought about one.
I thought about one.
Yeah.
Are we gonna do that thing with that?
I mean, we can suggest it.
Well, we have to lock in the 3 options today.
I know.
You want to just lock that in?
That's fair.
Okay, let me just take a sip of tea.
Fair.
Are we doing it?
Well, that's 2 then.
Yeah, because yours is bald head.
Oh, I was thinking about the other one.
Which one?
With the Meebos.
Oh! Would that be fine?
Those could be our 3.
Would that be fine?
I mean, we didn't get monetized last time, but
that's
matter
fine.
Anymore, so.
We didn't get monetized because of the opening sequence, so if we just skip that...
We don't have monetization.
Oh yeah, we don't have monetization. Oh yeah.
So it doesn't matter anymore.
In case you're wondering, our E3 coverage did get demonetized, or somebody else monetized it.
Yeah. So.
You want to know what part of that was? Did you think it was the Smash Bros. Part?
Did you think it was Nintendo? Because
it was the Marvelous trailer for that Deus.
For that machine game.
Daemon Ex Machina.
Yeah.
Also, I watched the best friends react to that. They all thought it was Armored Core, which is funny.
Fair. Oh, you know what? Maybe we should make it all Nintendo-y instead of we should do.
What does that mean? Oh, you want to do that?
Yeah.
You want Nintendo to claim our stuffs?
I
wasn't saying that in a bitter way. I actually like the aesthetic.
Fair.
Okay, Dango Duo versus Nintendo Edition.
Yeah.
The options are option A. Kitty and Max go head to head with a timed Pokemon battle.
Race.
Pokemon race.
We're not
I mean, it's a battle about who gets the farthest.
Yeah.
1 hour. Approximately 1 hour of Pokemon gameplay randomized.
Yeah, so...
Probably leaf green or red.
Yeah, we'll have the same randomized code, do you think?
Yeah. We'll share the same randomized code.
Yeah.
It's not a Nuzlocke, but it's quite literally going to be as soon as we are literally in the house, we do 3, 2, 1, go, and then we see who can get the farthest in the game.
In an hour.
In an hour.
Or if you like racing, option 2 is a more traditional racing game. We'll do
Mario Kart!
Wii U.
I mean, we could get the Switch.
The Switch one. I mean, I could.
We could.
That's fair. It just has all the DLC unlocked and has like the Inklings and a couple.
Yeah. Well, you have all the DLC.
Yeah, it came with my Wii U.
Oh yeah.
So there's only a little bit more added to Switch version.
Might not be actually worth. I mean, because it's just the Inkling.
It's the Inklings, and I think there's some other small features. We'll see.
So, and of course, it will be like approximately 1 hour of just racing.
Yeah.
Best of 5. Best of 5 tournaments.
Fair.
Yeah. Maybe some balloon fight in there.
Maybe.
Yep. And the final option.
Option 3.
Back by popular demand, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe. We'll see with your
hashtag my pale chub. Amiibo Festival featuring Animal Crossing and Amiibo. And we might figure out how to use the Amiibo cards because you have all of them. We can literally just.
I don't have all of them. I have a lot of them.
Okay, you have like 90% of all of them.
No, I'm still missing like probably 50 in total.
Out of what?
400.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Kitty, is that 90%? Because 50 might be 90% of 400.
Actually, might be.
Oh, you get fucking right.
I think isn't it 20%?
Wait, no. Wait. 400. How would I even do this?
Divided
by where's the fucking division button? By 0.9. No.
Oh, no, times 0.9 then.
Oh.
And that would be how many you have.
Oh yeah.
So I would have 360.
No.
It's close.
No. It's 400 times. Oh my
times
god.
0.1.
0.1. It's 40. It's about.
It's about what I got.
Yeah.
I got
wow, this is the stupidest show we've ever done.
It's fine.
Or rather, the stupidest show of math. I'm not good at math.
Same.
So the options are.
Battle it out Nintendo style.
Battle it out Nintendo style in Pokemon randomized race. The Anto's snoring.
He's so happy.
I hope the viewers can listen to that. We're gonna do that, or Mario Kart 8, maybe on the Switch. We'll see.
We'll see if I can find out a good deal.
Yeah. And last but by no means least, Amiibo Festival.
Amiibo.
The game nobody knows how it even works because nobody fucking played it.
Because everybody wrote it off immediately, but we think it's rather charming and cute. And if it's the only Animal Crossing we get besides the mobile game, I'll take it for right now.
Yeah. I actually think it's better than the mobile game because the mobile game is just kind of like
Yeah, I gave up on the mobile game. They tried to get me back. There was a hydrangea event, but I was like, nope.
Also, we should do like a side poll on Twitter to see what amiibos we play as.
That's fair. I have them all.
Yeah, no, you have all them. You have all.
I have all the Animal Crossing ones.
Man, damn, you're good.
I made a whole collection.
Yeah.
There was a point at which at work they were buy one get 3 free. So that was helpful in completing my Animal Crossing amiibos.
Fucking love my Animal Crossing.
So good.
Why is there no Sable?
I don't know. Sable wasn't. That's bullshit.
Yeah. Why is there no Sable amiibo?
I wanted to play as Sable.
She's so sad.
She's so sad, but then
because she doesn't have an amiibo.
But then you make friends with her, and she's less sad.
Yeah.
Label doesn't have an amiibo either. Their other sister.
Well, because she left them. She has been.
She came back though.
I don't know. I get the feeling that Mr. Nintendo is like, no, we don't forgive.
The Amiibo factory that misheard Reggie.
You're not my sister anymore.
Who was like, make us 10,000 amiibos. 10? Okay. Remember that old joke?
Yeah.
It's good.
Also, I don't know. I feel like what was her name again?
Label.
Like I feel like she's in she's in direct competition with the other sisters. I feel like
at first, but then in New Leaf, she's attached to their shop. So they rejoined together.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem. I don't know. I feel like there might be some foul play in there. You know?
No, they're good now. Everything's happy now.
Kidding. We're starting our new series of Animal Crossing lore, and you bet your ass there's some dark stuff in there. Okay?
No, I don't.
What happened to Tortimer's wife?
No more creepypasta.
What happened?
No more creepypasta.
Did you know that if you turn your TV on the 6th of June at 6 in the morning, a message pops up on the screen? And it's the coordinates for where Mortimer buried his wife. Tortimer buried his wife. And if you go there with the shovel, okay. Help me here! I'm doing all the work with this creepypasta.
I don't know.
That would work. Like, it just flashes on the screen. It's like the coordinates. It's like B3. And then you go there. And it's like...
You find the little star.
It's just a turtle shell. It's just like, oh no.
It's the connection to Mario. It's a turtle shell.
Yeah, I'm just passed out. Hi there, everybody. There should be a link to the poll in the description down below. You should go vote.
There's a themes section in Howl's Moving Castle's wiki.
Pacifism.
I suppose that's fair.
Pacifism, fight and critique of modernity,
I suppose.
old age and compassion.
That's fair too.
Oh, look at fucking Hayao. Look, he looks.
I love Hayao Miyazaki.
I just love all the stories about him. It's just fun.
It's just like, yeah, let it burn.
Please.
Which is relatable.
I wish Studio Ghibli would burn.
Same. Well, not about Studio Ghibli, just my work.
Old
work.
Oh. Yeah, Kaiba Corp.
I wish it would just burn instead of its slow, painful death.
Yeah. It's okay, you work at Silphco now.
Yeah.
Which is... Oh, that was a joke in the Pokemon playthrough.
Yeah.
Man, that was a good bit. You work at Silphco now.
Yeah.
Can you give me one of those Master Balls?
No.
What about Can you get a good deal on Pokeblocks?
Probably.
You gotta be able to get a good deal on Pokeblocks.
Yeah.
Clearly.
From a baby.
You're not allowed to bring back any other fucking pokes. You're not fucking allowed. You're not allowed. Kidding, I swear to God, if you come home and you're like, oh no, I brought a Poke, Max, look, it followed me home, and
There's
I'm like,
12 skitties in my coat.
Kitty, no.
How did this happen?
Oh no, we can't leave them.
They're just babies.
They would grow out in the wilderness and cause dangers. We must contain them here. It is our duty as Americans.
Yep. Celebrate July 4th, Aquas.
Yep,
Independence Day.
I just swear to God. The knives in my thigh.
The tiny knives. Yanto.
He's such a... Can he just not jump through?
No. It's the
Hi there, everybody.
Let's go.
Yeah, we have Twitters.
Yeah, we do.
You know, at Dango Duo for updates, at LadyKittyLynn for whatever Kitty's doing, at MistreKirin for whatever I'm doing.
Usually writing.
Or screaming about the Simulator if I'm still playing it by the time this goes up.
That's fair.
Is that game fun? I don't know. Amazon wishlist.
You're having fun.
Am I?
Yes, I can tell.
Amazon wishlist in the description down below. If you buy us something, we'll make a video on it, whether it's an unboxing, a review, or just a reaction.
Yep.
And of course, Patreon.
As we talked about.
We want to give a big shout out to all of our pets.
Yay.
Starting with
Amelia.
Angela.
Yes, it's been a while, I'm sorry. Arizos.
No, Aniexo Hoshi.
Shit, you're right. Annie X Hoshi.
Erasos.
Lier.
Luna.
And Victoria.
Yeah, V for Victoria.
Yeah.
We fucking did it.
We mostly did it.
I hope you had fun walking your dog, washing your cat,
Eating your...
you know, painting your cat,
That's good shit.
painting your dishes, making models.
Speaking of, I'm hungry.
You're hungry? You want to eat this cat?
Yeah.
He's like right here.
Yeah,
He's
all
big
full
and
of
fat.
fat.
He's full of fat.
He's all full of fat.
We're gonna eat him so good.
Oh, he's gonna
Oh,
taste
yeah.
so good and fatty.
We're not gonna eat our cat. We're just gonna make that clear. We just say that because he's cute.
Yeah,
He looks at us like, you fucking don't have fucking knives for hands, bitch.
it's fair. What is it about, like... I don't know if it's maybe just millennials, but I noticed this among my friend group is like, it's cute, I want to eat it.
That's a millennial thing.
Yeah, 'cause Ari does that a lot.
It's because of the economical disbalance where, you know, we have come to fantasize about the idea of having food to eat.
It's fine.
Hashtag stay woke.
Hashtag buys food.
Is this good? Is this a good ending?
It'll do.